films with the Canon.
Yeah, started learning to shoot with DSLRs.
I've only done one commercial with the camera. It was amazing. It was incredible. I mean, for handheld and just stuff, and it was like, I loved it.
And for low light, it's just...
Low light was amazing, yeah, incredible stuff. You want to ask me a question, or you want me to tell you something?
Tell us something.
How'd you do it?
Have you got a film screening?
No, I don't have a film screen. I'm from Miami. I'm from Miami Beach. I went to Miami Beach Senior High School. I went to NYU, a film school, when I was 16, and started making films when I was 8 years old. I was around 8 to 10 years old. I started making films with Super 8, and then I graduated up to a VHS video camera, and then Beta. There was a Betamax. Actually, it was Betamax first, right? Yeah, Betamax first, the VHS.
Yeah.
Technology is amazing. I mean, you can make a movie with your phone here, which is very cool. I mean, the best part of what's going on with technology is that you don't need huge 35mm film camera anymore to if you have an important story to tell, right? You can do it with your phone or with your camera, Canon camera, and you can compete with the majors, which is really exciting today. Which the young guy who knows how to make a great film with this or with a red camera or with any kind of camera is the guy who's gonna kind of do it quicker than a guy who has to shoot it with a film camera. I mean, I only shoot film because I'm old school. I'm an old guy now. I don't want to let go of film until I don't have to. But I did shoot a commercial with this camera, and I loved it. And if you guys want to make films, I think it's about the craft that you have to develop. Because the technical side, I think you can learn just with this guy in this afternoon. But I think the skill that you have to learn is storytelling. I mean, that's the most important thing. I think unless you're making kind of abstract movies, which is okay too. But if you want to make movies, I think the important thing is learn how to tell a story by watching a lot of movies, reading a lot of books. But at the end of the day, see, when I was making little short films, there wasn't an internet, obviously. There wasn't, the globalization of film is incredible. I'm on the board of the Academy, and Steven Spielberg's on the board with me, and I asked him, I go, where do you find young talent? He goes, oh, on YouTube. I mean, that's it. So you make a film, you post it up on YouTube, somebody gets a lot of views, somebody sees it, and that's how you get your opportunities. Now, when I went to NYU and I made films, there was no outlet. There was no way to show people my work. It was only, the NYU Film Festival. Nobody came to see those films except the parents or the NYU film students. So I think right now it's such a great time to be a filmmaker and kind of separate yourself from the rest of the people out there. I think it's just kind of keep shooting. If you keep shooting, you're going to get better, right? Practice makes perfect. Anyway.
These guys are making films, they're putting it up on Vimeo.
Oh, wow.
It's spreading out,
yeah.
and something that just takes off from there.
Yeah.
There's potentially some fantastic filmmakers sitting here today, and that's what's really exciting is that these tools are so affordable. It's giving people the tools, as long as they've got vision and idea, they can realise it and make it look fantastic. They don't have to raise funds to hire the
that's what's crazy is that because when it's a few $1,000s or whatever.
Exactly.
And that's unbelievable because, for me it was just to rent a camera back when I was at NYU was a fortune. They had to supply us with cameras. But it's like, it's so cheap now to make a film that you don't need, the means to do something great. Because at the end of the day, what makes a great film is the great story. It's not it's not necessarily the quality, but these are gorgeous. I mean, these images, you just go out and walk out on the street with this camera, and it's unbelievable. I shot all daylight. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and it was the cinematographer who shot it for me who recommended I use the camera because I wasn't privy to it. Was the Darius Kanji. He shot the movie Seven. He shot a movie for Roman Polanski, he shot Fincher 7, he shot so many great movies I can't remember. But he said, why don't we shoot with the new Canon? And I'm like, really? Okay, you're Darius Kanji if you want to shoot but they're shooting $100 million movies with these cameras. I mean, do you know there's a bunch of movies being shot with these cameras?
I shot second unit on Lucas's Red Tails last year, and all second unit, and Camera C were on Canon's.
Wow.
So, I mean,
it's unbelievable.
And you see something like Black Swan, all the subway scenes of Black Swan shot in 70.
With this?
Wow. Because they didn't have permission. had permission, and they wanted to go for it
That's how you
fast.
see it. It's great when you need a steal shot.
127 hours was shot with these cameras too. A lot.
No, 20, there wasn't. There wasn't shot on Canons. The only Canons that are used in 127 hours, the ones in Mark IV in stills mode, those jerky stuff, they use the SI2K.
IMBD lists as
Yeah, if you notice that sort of staccato style strobing stuff in 127 hours,
That was this?
that's all still images.
Oh,
That,
yeah.
that Anthony Godmanson rattled off at, so you can do 11 frames a second.
Wow.
So that's what he's using now. But he was using the SI2K for everything else.
Anyway, my new movie is called Tower Heist. It's with Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy. It's coming out November 5th, so check it out. All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
This is still working.
What's his name?
Let me ask you, right, I'm going to have to do